awesome mower. If you look at Skag, if you look at Exmark, and there's a few other companies, they use this deck. It is there's the name and part number on it. Kind of just the same deck is used, and other companies just make some modifications, but it's been an awesome mower. The thing is though, it has its own little rubber tires, which are pretty impressive. Let's take a look at this. This one, as you can see, is worn out. It had a little bit of life left in it. This was not the worst one though. This was the worst one. Yeah, we had to cut this one apart. So I was really freaked out about trying to get these on, and I've looked at the Skags, I looked at the Exmarks, I forget, Bad Boy, a couple other brands, and they use a similar tire. And it's a neat idea. You got a cast aluminum wheel, it's got a good bearing, which is in great shape. We've used the daylights out of that mower, and it is a beast. It will give you a workout, but it's been very, very dependable. I think I would say the weakest link, as with most of like this, is that drive cable and the belt. And I'm going to replace them early last year, and it really made such a big difference. Great motor, no issues there. You know, oil filter, fuel filter, boom, you're good to go. Weakest link, belt, and the that drive cable and the rear tires. So you look and you think, whoa, how do I get these tires on? First off, this rim right here gets caked with dust. Take your air tool or whatever, screwdriver, pull that out, and then you're able to remove all of these 6 Phillips head screws. You're able to take that off and then slowly pry your tire off from this side. It is quite the workout to get the tire back on. Use your bike tire skills to get one side on, and then your screwdrivers to slowly work around until you get it complete, and then you need to work it with your hands, kind of almost some massage style. Really, it's kind of strange, but work it until this edge right here goes over your rim. Now, this is the second tire I did, and I finally found that. I'm going to have to take this tire off and correct it, because I did not do that, so part of the tire is still, you know, sticking out over there. So, but I'll pull this off and kind of show you what I think. I forget how much they were, but there's a good website. I think it's Russo that sells the tires. I think they were 15 bucks a piece, thereabouts. So thankfully a pretty good deal to be able to keep you in business. Worst case scenario 2, it looks like you would be able to, if you were in a real pinch, and I didn't know this, but if you were in a real pinch, you could take the gears, your gear assembly, you could take that out and swap it to your front wheels, and then put your fronts, which are less worn, onto the back. So if you do need that hack to run it a little bit cheaper, you'd be able to do that, which I just found out right now. So you're welcome. But this, you know, hopefully this will help you out for, you know, similar issues. Like I said, I tried to look it up for this mower. Nothing out there, videos at all. So if you like this video, please share it, make it obvious, you know, combustion guys. But you know, it's not quite as hard as it looks. It will take you some time, at least an hour, and you know, till you do it. But there's a few different ways to make it easy and to work with. While you're in there, go ahead and blow off your gear and your sprocket. I like to use the this tri-flow from time to time, and just keep it protected and keep it nice. And see this right now, too dry. Here's how it's all dry. So I'll use some air compressor, or you know, some compressed air, blow everything out, and then hit it with the tri-flow, and that keeps it working much smoother. So thanks for watching, and don't be afraid to buy one of these mowers. I got mine for $625, so which is a steal compared to the, you know, $1,500 they are brand new. So thanks for watching.